Yes, this is Mr. H. Hey, I'm going to do question 18 from the 2025 August Regents exam. Basically, they've given us three functions, and they want to know which functions have the same y-intercept, right? So they've given us two functions, which we're going to graph, and then we have this table. Now, this should be pretty easy to find the y-intercept. It's when the x value is 0. So the y-intercept is going to be a -3. But for some reason, you guys, for whatever reason, seem to forget that. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to take this and we're going to make it into some kind of function, and then we'll be able to kind of graph it with this and find the y-intercept. So, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to graph both of these functions, and then I'm going to convert this table into a function, and then we're going to graph them all together. So watch this. Let's go. So first thing, I'm going to go here, and I am going to, what do I need? I'm going to graph. All right, so very first function is going to be that absolute value function, and it's going to be x plus 2 on the inside, and then minus plus 7 on the outside. Press enter, boom. It's upside down V, boom. Doesn't matter what it looks like at this point, we need the y-intercept. Y-intercept looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5. All right, next one. We're going to do the second function. It is parentheses x minus 3 squared minus 4. Press enter. And oh, it also looks like it has a y-intercept of 5. Okay, ooh, that's cool. So we got something there. All right, now looking at that is, yeah, actually we can stop here. We don't really need to look at the table, but I'm going to go ahead and show you that anyway. Now I graph these. If I do menu 51. It takes me, or it normally takes me, to the 0. So if it doesn't take you to a 0, just type in 0 and it's going to take you there. But if you know that, then you know that's the y-intercept. So the y-intercept for both of them, both of those two functions is 5. So f and g have the same y-intercept. Now, but what I want to do, just for kicks and grins, or whatever that expression is, I'm just going to take this table and I am going to make it into a function. All right, so now, just like we did before, I'm not sure what kind of function it is, but once we do the scatter plot, maybe it looks like a quadratic. So I'm going to do menu 4, 6, and then quadratic, which is 4. Now, here is my equation. It's y equals 1x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now, I can show you menu 44. I can key in the function, and then it's going to plot it for us with the other functions, plus 2x minus 3. And I press enter. Boom, done. Now, if I go to this graph, if I go here, press tab, you see it starts at F4. That's because now that table we just made into a function, we put it into F3, and here it is. So now, here are the y-intercepts. If we do menu 51, all right, that's the y-intercept. If I go, it stays, it goes down to a -3. If I go back up, it goes up to 0, 5, to 0, 5, -3, 0, 5, 0, 5, -3, so it's telling you that both of these have the same y-intercept. The y-intercept for that table is 0, -3, which we already knew that because we can just look at the table and see that, right? We can look at the table and see that. That's the y-intercept. It's where the x is 0. But we confirmed it with our graph. So now visually it's easy to see that the red and the blue have the same y-intercept. So the answer for this one is 1. But look, again, anytime you see a table, you should use the spreadsheet and try to convert it into a function that you can graph. That's the idea. We already have these two functions, but if we can make this into a function, then we can put them all on the same graph, and then it's easy to see which ones have the same y-intercept. It's easy, visually it's easy to see. All right, so I'm going to stop. Hopefully you guys see how useful it is